Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of the May-June 2019 paper, where I already gone through the document production part, and that video is available obviously separately to this because I wanted to separate the sections. Okay, this will be task 3. Okay, this is for databases. We skipped the second task, which is mail merge, which will not be included in 2023 exam. Okay, so we will carry on with database section, and in this section we will start with question 21. We're going to create a database structure. Okay, so let's start. So it says you are now going to prepare some reports. Make sure all currency values display the same currency symbol and are set to 2 decimal places. Okay, just in the exam, just make sure you read every single bit of the paper. Okay, like here, it's already telling you, we're gonna values gonna be displayed. The currency values will be displayed as currency symbol and set to 2 decimal places. Okay, it's not really specific with which currency symbol that you will need to use. So you can use dollar sign or you can use euro sign. I usually just go for euro. Okay, but you can use dollar sign. Okay, as long as it's not specified in the paper. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, using a suitable database package, import the file j219books.csv. Okay, so to do that, we're going to open Access. We're going to start a blank database. Okay, to import that file, okay, we're going to go to external data and new data source, and from file, text file. Just want to point you that I'm not using this text file here. I'm using the one that is here. Okay, it makes a difference. Okay, so I'm gonna browse into that file. Okay, that will be in one of my folders. Okay, obviously in the exam you will know which folder that will be. It is ICT lesson notes. No, it's not. Yeah, that one, May-June 2019. Okay, so just let's double check which file it is. j219books.csv. Okay, so that will be this one. Open and click OK. Alright, so once it's imported, it will look like this. Obviously, it is a comma separated values, so this is how it looks like. So we're gonna change it into tables. Okay, so we're gonna keep the option as this, delimited. Okay, and we're going to click next, and here you need to make sure first row contains field names checked. Okay, so that kind of tells you the field names, so it just separates it. Just have a look at it again. Okay, just separates the title, author, book reference, and so on. Okay, so in this bit we're gonna let's look at the question paper. Okay, now you have 2 sections in the question paper. Okay, you got this bit, okay, and you have the format bit. Okay, first we're going to ensure the first bit is done, and we're going to do it from here. Just let me get rid of my highlighter first. Okay, oops. Okay. Oh dear, I'm struggling here now. Which one? Just press escape. Okay. So just press escape. And so here we're going to go to advanced. Okay, so we're going to make sure these data types are according to specifications in the paper. Okay, so the first one is title will be text and author will be text. So these are text and text. That's fine. And then book reference is number. Okay, just let's have a look at that. Okay, that's long integer. That's fine. And class code, imprint and publisher group, they are text. Rank and volume. Okay, rank and volume, that is fine, long integer. Okay, and then RRP, recommended retail price, number, currency. Okay, just let's change that to currency here. And then ASP, again, that will be currency. And change that to currency as well. And then binding text, short text, and publication date will be date and time. That's fine. Okay, so we just done these bits here. Okay, so here we just did these bits for the time being. Okay, and we're going to do these ones, okay, in the next section. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it as it is now and press OK. All right, and then click next. Okay, and let's have a look at something else. So use suitable database package import. Okay, use the field names and data types. Done. And set book reference as a primary key. So we're gonna set the book reference as a primary key. You might hear my son in the background because I got a full house, a lot of kids, and so yeah, I'm doing my recording at the same time as well. So if you can hear some children noises at the background, just bear with me. Okay, so we're gonna choose our own primary key, and that will be book reference. Okay, if you forget to do that, you can do it later on as well. So I will show you that in a bit. Okay, so we've done set book reference as primary key and save data. Okay, that's evidence. We're gonna come to that. Okay, so you're gonna click next and finish and close. Okay, so that's how our table will look like. Okay, so that's what it looks like at the moment. All right, so now let's come to the second bit here, which is, remember these bits, the integers and date, month. Okay, the format of the data types. Okay, so to do that, we're gonna go to home and we're gonna go to design view. Okay, so first one is rank, that will be integer. So click on rank. Okay, format. Sorry, the field size is integer. Okay, and the other one is volume. Okay, again that will be integer. And then we got publication date, which is date, month, and year. Okay, so we will have the format of, which is that one. Okay, medium date. Okay, again, make sure you save your file. Okay, now what it wants in the evidence: save data, placing your evidence document, screenshot evidence showing the field names and data types. Okay, so we're going to show the field names and data types. Okay, it's this one here. Having said that, I haven't opened my evidence file. Okay, let me open my evidence file, which was here. Okay, this is my previous evidences from the document production. Now we're going to put evidence 6, which will be this one here. Okay, that's not my picture. That was just for preparing for another lesson. Okay, anyway, so this will be our screenshot for the evidence. Okay, and that basically shows the field names and data types. Okay, just copy that and put that in your evidence 6. Okay, so that will be it for that one. Okay, just let's have a look at it. Always double check everything. Okay, and placing your evidence document, screenshot evidence showing the field names, data types used in table. Okay, so that's what we just did. Okay, and that will give us 2 points in the exam. Hopefully yours will take, because I'm explaining this, it takes a while, but yours will take quicker than that. Okay, but still take your time, and after you finish 21, move on to 22. Okay, and now let's move on to question 22. Okay, we are now in question number 22. In this one, we're going to import the file j219 genre.csv as a new table in your database. Set class code as primary key. Create one-to-many relationship between class code in the genre table and class code in the books table. Okay, then we're going to provide an evidence here as well. So let's import the file first. Okay, let's go back to our database. Okay, again, we're going to go external data. We're going to go to from file, same as previously. Okay, text file, and we're going to locate j219 genre, open. Okay, it's basically the same steps as the first table, and click OK. Again, you keep it as delimited, and then make sure the first row contains field names selected. And let's see if it's asking us to change any data fields. Not at the moment, no. So we're going to click next and double check the primary key, class code. That would be, okay, again I'll click next, choose my own primary key, class code, which is already selected, and then finish. Okay, close. Okay, so we created genre. I'll close this one. Okay, so we got the second table here, okay, which is the list of genres in this table. Okay, so now we're going to create a relationship between j219 books and j219 genre. Okay, so we imported our file, then we set the class code as primary key. Now we're going to create one-to-many relationship between class code in the genre table and class code in the books table. Okay, so to do that, we're going to go to database tools and click on relationships, and here you're going to just select both tables on the side here where it says add tables. Okay, just make sure all the fields are visible. Obviously we got only 3 in this one, and now we're going to create a relationship between these two tables, and it is from class code in the genre table and class code in the books table. Okay, so class code in the genre table, we click and hold, and class code in the J219 books. Okay, click and drag, and then you have this table out. Okay, and that will create one-to-many relationship. Obviously, it's asking us to put an evidence. Okay, the evidence will not be this what you see right now. It will be what we had, the pop-up window that's just came to confirm the relationship between the two tables. So that will be our evidence. So obviously, if you forget to do that, you can click and do that again. It's asking you if a relationship already exists. Do you want to edit the existing relationship? Yes. Okay. Just doing this step just to show you. Okay. And you don't need to do it twice. So this will be basically our evidence. Okay. I'm going to put this here like that. And I'm going to take capture this here. Okay, it shows one-to-many relationship, okay, between these two tables. And I'm gonna copy that one and go to my evidence file again, and that will be evidence 7, and we will be done with question number 22. Okay, so that's another 1 point. So hopefully we got 3 points right now. 3 marks. Okay, see you in question 23. Okay, we are in question number 23 now, and in this question we're going to create a entry form, data entry form, and it will include the fields from, I guess, from the both tables that we created, and it's going to have a title which will be large underlined font. So let's start creating this form. So to do that, we need to go to create, and then we're going to go to form wizard. Okay, and then here we got to select these fields that is asking us to do. Okay, so we're going to need book reference, which will be in the books table. Okay, then we will need class code. Okay, that's here as well. And we're going to need title. Okay, and imprint, and publication date, and binding, which will be in the genre table, I guess. No, there we go, bindings here. And then we will have volume, and then ASP. Okay, just let's double check we got everything. We got book reference, class code, title, imprint, publication date, binding, volume, and ASP. Okay, so it's only needed the J219 books table. Okay, so we're going to click next, and it's asking us to do a columnar table. Okay, so we'll leave it as it is. Click next, and that will be books data entry form. Okay, and then click finish. Okay, alright, so this is in the design view. Okay, it's let's see what else it's asking us to do. So we created columnar data entry form, includes, okay, these fields, yeah, includes form title, suitable form title in a large underlined font. Okay, so that's what we need to do. So here, this is already large. We're going to make sure this is underlined. Okay, maybe. Okay, so that's fine. And include suitable form, so we've done that bit as well. And make sure that the layout has consistent alignment and spacing. Let's have a look at. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay. Where is it giving that? Okay, because our table is open, so just let me close this table first. Okay, so at the moment this is what the form looks like. As you can see, the spacing is not consistent and the text is not aligned consistent either. So we're going to go to design view again, and what we're going to do, we're going to select all these fields. Okay, I'm doing that by pressing Control with the mouse, clicking all the boxes. Okay, so here I'm going to go to Home and make them all right align. Okay, and again I'm going to make sure these ones are a bit smaller, maybe like that. Okay, a bit more. Okay, let's be here. Okay, go to form view. Okay, so that will do. Okay, it looks more consistent now. All the texts are aligned to the left, and the boxes are kind of aligned with itself as well. Okay, so what we're going to do, just double check the question. Create columnar form. Okay, all fields, names and data are fully visible. Okay, we include all these fields. Okay, so that's for question number 23. Okay, so it's not asking us to put in evidence or screenshot or anything like that. We're going to move to question 24. Okay, in question 24, we're going to use this form, the form that we just created, and we're going to enter these records that's shown here. Okay, and we're going to use our freshly created data entry form, and obviously we need that as an evidence, so that's when we're going to show our form that we just created. Okay, and we're going to include that in our evidence file. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter these details. Obviously you're going to enter these manually, make sure there is no spelling mistakes. Okay, so to just quickly let me go through this. Okay, so this is our data entry form. Okay, as you can see, there are little arrows at the bottom here. Okay, so they are there. Okay, you can just move on, but you can, to enter a new form, you can go to the last one. Okay, but to enter new record, okay, just click the new blank record one, which got like a little arrow with a yellow dot. I think it's a yellow star, so you can click there. Okay, now you can enter your data. Just look at the number of records there. Okay, we've got 2,345. Okay, and as we enter, so obviously that number needs to go up. Okay, if we do it correctly. So get that one. That's the class code. Friday nights. Obviously in the exam you will need to type these. You just need to be careful that spelling is correct. Read duck. And then will be paperback. Volume. Okay, and okay, and ASB. Yeah. See, it's asking us to put as a screenshot these data. Okay, we just want to include everything. Okay, the title and everything there. Okay, just copy this and go to your evidence file, which is evidence, just double check, which will be evidence 8. Oops. Put it here. Alright, so it shows that we entered that new record in our database, and we just want to make sure we entered that correctly. Okay, remember, once we press there, okay, that's our new record. Okay, and so now we've got 346 records. Okay, so let's double check we completed everything for this question. We created the entry form, we included the title with the large underlined font, and the layout has consistent alignment and spacing. All field names and data are fully visible. Okay, so they are fully visible, and yeah, I'm happy with this one. Okay, so we will move on to, we already included our evidence file, and we're going to move to the big question, number 25. Okay, the question 25, which is in my view, it's the main question in database. As you can see, it's got like 10 marks. Okay, so if you can get this right, you know, it will help you with your overall mark of the exam. So obviously it is a bit tricky. Okay, it's asking us to create some reports and queries, and the problem with this question, these sort of questions, is unfortunately you cannot follow it as follow the order. Okay, you cannot start with the top one and then move on to the next one and so on. Okay, so you got to kind of create a query, and from there, you know, you got to move on. So usually with these questions, with these type of questions, okay, most of the time, in fact all the time, you start with, you know, creating the query that displays these fields. Okay, it says shows only the fields title, imprint, pub date, and so on. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. Okay, then we're going to take it from there. All right, so let's go back to our database. Okay, show only the fields title, imprint, pub date. Okay, so we're going to create a query for this one. Okay, let's close our form, just say yes. Okay, and let's close these as well, and of course save your work, and go to create, and you go to query wizard. Okay, it will be a simple query. Okay, now here we got to be careful. Okay, so we need these fields here. Okay, these fields, okay, it will show in this order. So we're going to have the title first, obviously we're going to switch between the two tables, title first, and then the second one will be imprint, and the third one will be publication date, which is in the other table. Is it? No. Okay, I can. Oh, okay. So you need to scroll down. Update, and then binding. It's binding here. That will be in the other table. No, it's not. Okay, bind date. Sorry, I can't. Okay, not bind date. Sorry, binding. That's what we're looking for. Not bind date. Binding, and then we're gonna. The next one is the volume, and then ASP. We just need to make sure they are in this order, and then okay, this is where you kind of need to be careful. Okay, we put the title, imprint, pub date, binding, volume, ASP, and it's asking you sales value. Obviously the sales value is not available in the fields, so this is the field which is calculated at runtime. So we're going to create this field after we create the query. So we're going to finish it as it is. Okay, we're not looking for the sales value because it's not there. We haven't created it yet. So we're going to click next and click next again, and you can put your query title here, which will be high volume book sales. Volume book sales. Remember, I got that name from here. Okay, and click finish. Okay, so as you can see, at the moment we got 2,345 records in this query. So we're gonna kind of narrow it down. So this is where we're gonna move on to other questions. So we're gonna highlight this one. Okay, so we done this bit. Well, not done, but we started with this bit. Okay. And so we basically did this bit. Okay, and now we're going to move. Okay, we're going to do the sales value calculated at runtime. We're going to do this one. Okay, so this one is we're going to create this field, and it will, when we run the query, it will calculate the values in that query. Okay, so let's go and do that one. So let's have a look what it's saying, which is calculated at runtime and displayed with the same currency formatting as recommended retail price and ASP fields. Okay, this field will multiply the volume field by the ASP field. Okay, so just one thing I noticed when I was reading that, and I didn't include the currency sign, which I will sort that out in a bit. Okay, so let's move on. Let's get on with this one first. Actually, we got the currency sign here. Okay, that's fine because it's not asking us to do any specific sign, so the sterling will be fine. So we're going to go to design view. Okay, here we're going to add our calculated field. Okay, let's close these ones for now. Close that. Okay, so that will be the sales value. Okay, this is our new field. We're going to put the colon sign where we declare in this new field. Okay, and then we got square bracket, and because in here it says multiply the volume field by the ASP field, so we're gonna put the volume field in 1 and close the square bracket, and then we put the multiplication sign, which is asterisk, and then it will be another square bracket ISB. Make sure the field names, the field names are typed as shown in the database. Okay, so this will be our calculated field. Let me enlarge this. Okay, and when we run our query, it should show the fields. Okay, so when we click run, okay, there it is. Okay, our sales value. Okay, and it has the same currency symbol as the USP. Okay, so that's okay, and it's got 2 decimal places as well. Alright, just make sure it has 2 decimal places. Go to design view again. Okay, and let's go to properties and decimal places. Make sure, okay, because it's in the question, it says it has to be 2 decimal places. Yep, 2 decimal places. And let's close this. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, we are done with this bit, and we also created our calculated field. Okay, done with that one as well. Okay, so we're gonna kind of narrow this query a bit now. Okay, so first we're gonna create title includes the text night. Okay, so that means it's gonna have like a wildcard search. Okay, so we're gonna again go to our design view. Okay, where it says title includes the text night. Title include, so to do the wildcards we put asterisk and put night and asterisk again. Okay, so just run our query again. Our record gone down to 58 now. Okay, and go back to design view, and the second one, volume is more than 6,000. So where's the volume? Volume is more than 6,000, and imprint does not include Proton. Okay, go to imprint, not Proton. Okay, and run our query again, and our record gone down to 42. All right, just let's enlarge these to show everything. Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter for now, but we've got to do it when we're creating our reports. Okay, so now we're done with this bit of the question as well. Now here we're gonna what we're gonna do, we're gonna create, we work with the query, okay, and we also include on the text. Okay, we done that, but we also going to include that in our report, so I'm not going to highlight that for now. So we're going to sort the data into ascending order of binding, then descending order of volume. Okay, and we're going to do that in the report section. Okay, so we're going to go to create. We're going to create a report now. Go to report wizard, save it first, and we're gonna take this query, okay, high volume book sales, which I noticed that I misspelled it. Okay, I'm going to sort that in the report, and then we're going to click next, and next again. Now here it says sort the data into ascending order or binding. Okay, so it will be ascending order of binding, and then descending order of volume. Go to volume, and it will be descending. Okay, next. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we've done that. So we've done this bit. Has a page orientation of landscape. Okay, so it will be landscape. Then we've done that one as well. And fits on a single page wide. Adjust the field width so all fields fit on the page. So that's done as well. Okay. And that. And includes only the text high volume book sales as the title displayed in a large font size at the top of the page. Okay, so we're gonna click next and finish. Okay, so this is what our report looks like. As you can see, I misspelled it, so I'm gonna go to close print preview, and I'm gonna sort that here. Okay, so there. Okay, I changed that, and let's go back to the question. Includes the text high volume book sales as a title displayed in the large font size at the top of the page. Has your name, center number and candidate number in the footer of the report so it displays on every page. Okay, so we're gonna do that one now. Okay, let's open the database, and we got to put our name, center number, candidate number in the footer of the report so it displays on every page. Okay, so here, okay, you got report footer and you got page footer. Okay, we got to make sure we put our details in the page footer. Okay, that's the report footer. Okay, so we want it between the page footer and the report footer. Okay, so we're going to put a label. Sorry, not that one. We're going to put a label. So that's the button. Again, the wrong one. This one here. Okay. And we're going to put. Okay, you're going to put your details as it's, provided to you. It will be provided during the exam. And okay, so that will be our detail that will be displayed. Okay, don't worry about that for now. Let's see if it's gonna. Okay, includes, has your name, so it displays on every page. Okay, doesn't really say anything about not to display anything else. So we're gonna just go to report view. Okay, and here we got our name displayed there. But one thing that you need to, okay, I left it intentionally to show it to you as last. Okay, here, as you can see, nothing, we need to rearrange the report so it is more organized and everything is in order. Okay, so we're gonna go to design view, sorry, not design view, we're gonna go to layout view. Okay, as you can see, not all the fields are, all the records are visible, and nothing is in order. Okay, it has to be in order as we set the query. Okay, so the first one will be the title. Okay, so the title needs to be, okay, again we need to select title here. Okay, so before we do that, let's move the binding first. The way I'm selecting it, I'm selecting the top header and then control, okay, and kind of select all of it and resize it. So the title will be the first one, so it will be here. So that will be the title. Got to make sure everything is visible. Okay, and then after title, that will be imprint. Again, need to move these. Okay, and binding needs to be moved as well. Okay, this is the most time consuming one in the exam, but please take your time with this. And we're gonna put that one next. Okay, we're gonna arrange, let's sort out the order first, then we're gonna arrange the visibility of the fields. Okay, so that will be imprint, then we got the publication date. Okay. Let's put this one here for a sec. Okay, and then publication date will be the next one in order. And then we have binding, which is next, then volume, then ISP, and then sales value. Okay, so this is the order. So now we got to sort out the visibility. Okay, just go to home. Let's go to the report view first. Okay, as you can see, not everything. Okay, the names are not fully visible in the title, so we're going to sort that out. Go to report view, not layout view. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, maybe we need to sort these ones out first. Okay, let's sort these out first. We'll make it more space. Okay, just need to move that one back to here. Okay, and the volume, now it's alright. Okay, that's volume. Let's sort out the ASP. Okay. Okay, let's see if everything is visible. ASP, yes. Okay, and then sort out the volume. Let's move it here. And I should be alright. Let's see, everything is visible. Okay. And then binding. Oh, yeah. And then publication date. Oops. Okay, unfortunately, there isn't easy way to do this one. Okay, if there is, I'll be more than happy to find out. Okay, that's fine. Let's sort this one out now because this one has the long names. Okay. I think that should be all right now. Okay, let's look at our report. Report view. Okay, everything is visible. Okay, nothing is missing. Everything is on order. Let's double check. So it will be the title, imprint, publication date, binding, volume, ASP, and sales value. And we got our title, and we have our name printed in each page. Okay. So one thing you need to be careful with this, of course, when you create the report, okay, it will not be, the fields will not be in order, so you will need to arrange it like just the way I did it. Okay, and so you will need to take your time with it. Obviously be wary of the your exam time as well. Okay, but we are done with this one. Okay, and then close this one. Yep, and just let me double check the question. So we include only text, so we have that in our title and has your name. Okay, and we have that, and save and print your report. Okay, this is where you're gonna make sure your report is saved. Okay, save. Okay, and then go to print. Go to print preview. Obviously we're not going to print it now. Okay, so we got 4 pages of the report, and we got our name in each page. Okay, obviously in the exam you will need to print this out. Okay, and it fits. It fits the all fields fits in a page, but obviously it's because it's a long report, it prints out in 4 pages, but all the fields like fits in 1 page. Okay, so we are done with this one. Obviously you need to print out the report in the exam. All right, so we're going to move on to question number 26. Okay, in question 26 we're going to export the report we just created, and that will be in the rich text format. Obviously as an evidence we need to show that file in our work area. Okay, so to do that I'm going to go where our report is. Okay, and let's see if I can rename this. Well, let's close this first. Okay, I'll rename it to not volume to volume. Okay, and you to export it again, you're going to right click, export Word RTF file. Okay, you're going to create, and you're going to put that in there in your working folder. Okay, which will be here. It will be in the rich text format, and you're going to save it and click OK. Okay, close, and you go back to your folder. It's basically here, so we need that as an evidence. So we're going to click, and actually before I do that, gonna click on it. New. Okay, so that will be my evidence, which is highlighted, selected, and put that in my evidence file, which will be evidence 9. Just going to make sure that goes down as well, like that. Okay, so that will be my question 26 done. Okay, let me highlight this one as well. Okay, and we will move on to question 27. Woohoo! Another the long question one. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. Okay, in question 27, okay, we need to create some queries as well and reports, and then we're going to do some, readjustment to the report as well. Okay, so again, we're going to start with where it says show only fields, title, author. So we always start with that one. Okay, so we're going to create a query. Okay, go to create the query wizard. Okay, it will be simple. Okay, now here, okay, when it comes to choosing the fields, okay, which will have title, author, binding book, and so on. Okay, we need to make sure those fields are selected from the tables, not from the query itself. Okay, the query that we created previously. Okay, because remember that query has search criteria and it will not have all the data in there. So we're going to use only the tables. Okay, so let's have a look at the fields that we're going to use. So we're going to use the title and author. Okay, we're going to go and select title, author, and then binding and book genre. Okay, binding book genre, I think the other one. Okay, book genre and rank. Okay, we're gonna go to the books and rank. Okay, and next the title will be top rank youth fiction. Okay, I'm gonna just copy and paste that. So I don't do any spelling, I did earlier on. And finish. Okay, so that will be my query. At the moment, as you can see, I got 2,345 records. So we're gonna kind of narrow this down. Okay, we're gonna go to design view to do that. And I don't think we're going to create any calculated field for this one. Okay, so far we done this one. Okay, this section. Okay, let's highlight this. Okay, we done that one. Okay, now let's narrow it down. Book genre is children or young adults. Okay, so we're going to go to book genre. Okay, that will be children or young adults. Okay, so that will be children or young adults. Okay, so that will be, let's see, it will bring it down to 589 records. Okay, and then we're gonna do rank is 400 or less. Go to rank. Okay, you can click run. Okay, let's quickly, like what I'm doing here is just quickly visually checking if I have the correct values. So I should have either 400 or less. So I got nothing more than 400 in the rank. Okay, so again the record gone down to 62, and the last one is binding is paperback. Okay, so we're gonna just type, again go to design view, binding paperback. Okay, run it, and the record gone down to 28. Okay, and yep, it's on the paperback. So we done this one as well. So what we're gonna do now is sort the data into ascending order of rank. Okay, which we will do that in the report section. Okay, and so I think that's the next thing we're going to do. We're going to create our report. So just save this one. Go to create report wizard. Okay, go to, okay, we're going to create top ranking youth fiction. That's the report we're going to create. So put all the fields in the selected field section. Go to next, and next again, and next again. So here it says sort data into ascending order of rank. Okay, so we're gonna go rank. Okay, oops, not that one. Okay, has a page orientational portrait and fits in a single page. Okay, so click next. So it is portrait and adjust field. Okay, and that's fine. Click next. Again, we're gonna make sure the title is top ranking youth fiction. Okay, we're gonna put that here and finish. Okay, so that's what our report looks for the time being. So we're just gonna rearrange the order and make sure everything is visible. Okay, so the order is, so we done, just let me highlight this quickly. Okay, we done this, and we done this bit, includes larger font display, that's done, and calculates. Okay, let's put them in order first. Okay, remember the order is very important. And just close the print preview, go to layout view. Okay, so the first one will be the title. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them there for now. The rank here, so the title will be the first one. Just need to make sure everything is visible. Yep. And then the second one will be author. So again, I will move the rank here. Okay, making sure everything is visible again. Okay, and after author, that will be binding. Okay, that's fine. And after binding, that would be book genre. the rank here. Oops, do it this way. Okay, maybe move this one like that. Okay, so we rearranged the order and making sure everything is visible. Nothing is, yep, that looks fine. Alright, just make sure it's saved. So calculates, so we basically finished with these bits. Now we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Calculates the total number of books in the selection and position this number under the binding column. Okay, so we're gonna calculate the number of record it has for binding. So basically we're gonna count the records, and so we're gonna go to, okay, so we're gonna go to binding and make sure you select everything. Okay, just that one, yep. And go to do that, go to design, layout, is it layout design? Yep. And then click total, count records. So that should give us that number there, which is 28. Okay, and then we got to put a label next to it. Okay, so has a label number of books. Oops. What am I doing here? Yeah, number of books, and we're gonna add the label next to it. So to do that, we need to go to the design view. Okay, and this is where we counted. Okay, count. Okay, and we're gonna add a label. Okay, next to it. Actually, let me do this one a bit bigger. Number of books. Okay, and save this, and let's go to layout view again. So that's where it looks at the moment. Okay, so that's fine. Number of books, 28. So let's go back to the question. So calculates the total number of books in the selection and position this number under the binding column, which is what we did just now. Okay, and then has a label number of books to the left of this value, and we did that. And has your name, center number, and candidate number on the report. Okay, so we're gonna go to design view again. Okay, insert another label. It doesn't say anything about the position, so you put your details here. And again, go to report view, and we have our name and center number on the report view, on the report. Okay, so we've done this bit as well. Okay, we're just going to highlight that. Okay, and save and print your reports. Okay, now we finish with the reports and the queries, and we need to do printout, make sure that you have entered your name, center number and candidate number on your report. So again, I'm not going to print this, but it will be print preview. Okay, so basically you will print this out. Okay, and the evidence also is asking us to provide an evidence of the formula that we used. For that, you're going to go to design view, and okay, so we're going to go to snipping tool, and we're going to include this as our evidence. Okay, and go to your evidence file, and that will be our evidence. Okay, and let's move to the last question. So we've done these. Okay, again, these are like 10-point questions, like think of the previous one and this one, so like 20 points in total, like out of 32, that is. So let's look at the last question. Recommend 2 changes that could be made to improve the efficiency and ease of your database, and justify your choices. Okay, so we're gonna type the answer in our evidence file. So that will be evidence 11. Okay, so the 2 changes is, let's go back to question again. It will be 2 changes that could be made to improve the efficiency and ease of use of your database. And that could be, okay, is basically use data validation and encoding of data, the shorter field names. Okay, the field names seemed a bit long. Okay, you could have used a shorter field names. Again, this let's go back to our report view. Okay, the binding field can be a boolean instead of putting paperback or not. You could have put a boolean field there, and you could have use of drop down fields. Okay, like you know, where we could choose the fields, the data. Okay, and right, and 2 appropriate reasons for these, like it will help to reduce data entry errors, reduce short storage capacity, memory required, and it reduces processing time to improve speed of data entry, to minimize or eliminate duplication of data, data redundancy basically. Okay, so that is the end of database section of this paper, and the next section will be the presentation. Remember, you're not doing the mail merge, so we won't do the mail merge bit. Okay, and we will do the presentation in the next video. Okay, so this is the end of the database section. I hope it will help you to, like, you know, improve your skills. All right, thank you.